Those fresh vegetables on the supermarket shelf might actually be less healthy than the frozen bags sitting in your freezer. The secret is a hidden step in the freezing process that locks in nutrients and prevents your peas from turning into a watery mess. It starts in the field, at exactly the right moment. Vegetables destined for freezing are picked at peak ripeness, when their vitamin and mineral content is at its highest point. Timing here is everything, and it's decided down to the hour, not the day. Most frozen vegetables travel from the field to the processing plant in just a few hours. Compare that to fresh produce, which can spend days, sometimes over a week, in transport, storage, and sitting on a shelf before it ever reaches your plate. So here's a question worth asking. If fresh produce loses nutrients every single day it sits around, which one do you think actually ends up more nutritious by the time it reaches your table? Once at the plant, the vegetables move through massive washing lines. High-pressure water removes dirt, debris, and bacteria, preparing every single piece for the next stage of the process. Both machines and trained workers inspect every batch, removing anything damaged, discolored, or simply not good enough to move forward. Only the best of the harvest makes it through. Next comes blanching, a brief dip in boiling water, usually under 2 minutes. This step deactivates enzymes that would otherwise keep breaking down the vegetable's color, texture, and nutrients, even after freezing. Skip this step, and vegetables that sit frozen for months would slowly turn gray and mushy no matter how cold they are. Here's what surprises most people. Because blanching and freezing happen within hours of harvest, frozen vegetables often retain more vitamins than fresh vegetables that sit in transport and on store shelves for a week or more before reaching your plate. Fresh doesn't always mean more nutritious. And here it is, the hidden step. The vegetables enter a tunnel using a method called IQF, individually quick frozen, where air far colder than any home freezer surrounds each piece within minutes, freezing it solid before it ever has a chance to clump together. Freezing quickly forms much smaller ice crystals inside the plant cells. Smaller crystals cause far less damage to the cell walls, which is exactly why quickly frozen vegetables keep their texture so much better than something frozen slowly in a home freezer, where large, jagged ice crystals tear the cells apart. So by this point, your vegetables have been picked, washed, sorted, blanched, and flash frozen, all within a matter of hours. But the process isn't over yet, because not every factory gets the next part right. High-speed cameras scan every single piece as it passes by, using color and shape recognition to reject anything imperfect, faster than any human eye ever could catch. From there, automated lines weigh and seal the vegetables into bags, often producing thousands of packages every single hour without a single human hand ever touching the product. The sealed bags move into massive cold storage warehouses, kept well below freezing at every single stage, ready to be shipped out across the country without ever losing that deep freeze. This uninterrupted chain of cold, from factory to truck to store freezer, is what keeps the vegetables safe and nutritious all the way until they land in your cart. Break that chain even once, and quality starts to drop. Because frozen vegetables are processed at peak harvest in bulk, and because almost nothing goes to waste in the process, they're often noticeably cheaper than their fresh counterparts, without sacrificing any nutrition. And because you only use what you need, straight from the bag, frozen vegetables also mean far less food ends up thrown away compared to fresh produce that quietly spoils before you get to it. Picked at peak ripeness, washed, sorted, blanched to lock in nutrients, flash frozen in minutes, sorted again by camera, sealed, and kept cold the entire way. That's what's really inside that bag in your freezer. The end result of this entire process: vegetables that are convenient, often cheaper, and in many cases more nutritious than the fresh ones sitting right next to them in the store. So next time you open your freezer, you'll know exactly what it took to get there. Follow for more videos like this one, breaking down exactly how your food is really made.